Jiddu Krishnamurti, A New Way to Think. Introduction. Do you feel like you're just existing, not really living? Are you stuck in routine but your heart craves freedom and meaning? Jiddu Krishnamurti asked the boldest question. What are you doing with your life? This video might shake your soul, in the best way possible. Chapter 1. The Real Question. What are you doing with your life? This question is not about your job, your college, or your family responsibilities. It goes deeper. Krishnamurti wants you to pause and ask, are you really living or just surviving? Are your dreams your own or programmed into you by society? Is your life a reflection of freedom or fear? He urges us to see life not as a race, but a journey of awareness. Not to follow what others have done, but to see what you can discover. Begin today by asking yourself not what you want to do, but what you want to become. Chapter 2. Education, Creating Machines or Minds. Krishnamurti criticizes the education system for turning children into repeaters, not thinkers. He says, real learning begins when you start to question everything. Our schools often prepare us to compete, not cooperate. Memorize, not understand, follow, not lead. He believed that a real education must teach you how to think, not what to think. How to observe yourself. How to find your own voice in a noisy world. Learn to question not just facts, but the system that taught you those facts. That's the beginning of real freedom. Chapter 3. Love Without Fear. This is one of the most powerful parts of the book. Krishnamurti explains that most of us do not love, we possess. We say, I love you, but often mean, you belong to me. Don't leave me. Make me feel secure. True love is freedom. It's not born from fear, jealousy, or loneliness. When you love, there is no fear. When there is fear, there is no love. He challenges us to drop the idea of love as dependency and instead embrace love as clarity, understanding, and deep respect. Set someone free today, even if it's only in your mind, and watch what real love feels like. Chapter 4. Breaking Free from Fear. Fear controls our lives. Fear of failure. Fear of loneliness. Fear of being judged. Fear of change. Krishnamurti doesn't tell us to fight fear. He tells us to observe it, like watching a storm through a window. Awareness without judgment is the beginning of transformation. When you understand fear, it dissolves. You no longer run, you become still. And in that stillness, you are free. The next time fear shows up, don't escape. Just pause, breathe, and look it in the eye. Chapter 5. Are you living a conditioned life? We are born free and slowly conditioned by society, religion, culture, family. We are told what success looks like, what to believe, how to behave. But Krishnamurti asks, have you ever questioned your beliefs? Are you thinking for yourself or repeating what was fed to you? Freedom is not a reaction. Freedom is not choice. It is a state of seeing things as they are, without distortion. When you become aware of your conditioning, you can begin to live authentically. Drop just one borrowed belief today, and feel the space it leaves behind. Chapter 6. The Art of Observation. Krishnamurti introduces the idea of choiceless awareness, a state where you simply watch your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions, without resistance or judgment. No labeling, no escaping, just pure, silent observation. When you observe your anger, it starts to disappear. When you observe your fear, it melts. In awareness, there is no condemnation or justification, only understanding. Observation becomes meditation. And this meditation is not an activity. It is your way of living. Let today be the day you simply watch, not control, your inner world. Chapter 7. The True Meaning of Freedom. Most people think freedom means doing what you want, saying what you want, living how you want. But Krishnamurti redefines freedom, not as rebellion, but as inner clarity. Freedom is When you are no longer a slave to fear, when your thoughts are your own, when your mind is quiet, not noisy. To be free is not to escape life, but to live it without fear or conflict. The moment you no longer need to impress anyone, you begin to live. Closing. The final awakening. So now, once again, ask yourself, what are you doing with your life? Not as a motivational quote, but as a deep, silent question. Are you awake, or are you dreaming someone else's dream? Because the truth is, you don't need to become anyone. You already are. You don't need answers. You need awareness. You don't need to escape. You need to look and see.